I'm Stephen Huber, and welcome to America's Tall Ship, Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. Let's go check her out.
Good day, and welcome aloft on Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. My name is Chief Warrant Officer Spencer Greer, and I'm the sailmaster on board. We are currently 65 feet above the deck on the mainmast top platform. You might notice that we call Eagle a cutter, but she's actually not a cutter, it's a bark. A bark is any sailing ship with 3 or more masts that have square sails on their forward masts and fore and aft sails on their aft. Eagle, a bark, has 23 sails, 10 are square and 13 are fore and aft sails. This is approximately 23,000 square feet of canvas, almost a quarter acre in size. Also of note, take a look at the hull of the ship. When the ship was built in the 1930s, arc welding was a new procedure, although not fully trusted. So when you take a look at the hull, you'll notice that it is both welded and riveted. They trusted welding enough to butt weld, but not enough to seam weld, so they riveted the remaining of the hull. I hope you have a great tour on Coast Guard Cutter Bark Eagle.
Hi, I'm BM2 Ford.
And I'm BM3 Ross, and this is the waist.
This is where mainmast conducts its sail stations.
Now let's head up to the rig.
Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello, I'm CSD Ashmore, and this is the main galley on Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. It is one of 3 on board, and this is...
I'm CS3 McKinnon, and with the help of TDY support and permanent party cooks, we aim to feed 180 cadets, 60 permanent party crew members, 3 meals a day, including mid-rats for the mid-watch.
Thank you for coming to the galley, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your tour.
Hi, I'm BM1 Jeff Quinn, foremast captain. I'm BM2 Chinetti, assistant to the mainmast captain. And this is the forecastle. The forecastle is home to our 2 anchors, each with 11 shots of chain, and they're always engaged. What's all this seaweed you see in the rig? Well, it's actually not seaweed. It is called baggy wrinkle. Baggy wrinkle is what we use to keep sails from rubbing or chafing against metal objects on the ship, such as steel cables or this radar shroud right here. What's a radar, you may ask? That would be the white and blue piece up here that's used to see things that are far away from the ship or over the horizon. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your tour.
Hi, I'm Y1 Nora, and I will be taking you on a tour of the Eagle's mess deck and one of the cadet berthing areas. So we are currently on the mess deck for Eagle, and this is where the crew and the Corps of Cadets eat their 3 meals that they're served, actually 4, but you guys will learn about that when you get on board. So normally we come in through this quick acting watertight door from the galley, come down here and maintain proper traffic patterns, right shoulder to the bulkhead the entire time. You'll be picking up your utensils, any salad meals that you want, whatever's provided, and then followed by the drinking stations all the way around. So we'll be following that up until you get to whatever table you decide to sit at. That's pretty much it for the mess deck. So we're going to now take a tour of one of the cadet berthing areas. Follow me. Through here we have most of the cadet berthing areas, but I'll be showing you Denmark. All the berthing areas for the cadets are stacked 3 high. You have curtains for privacy. You have a locker for storage, and also if you need additional storage, each rack has storage inside. So prop it up like so, and you'll be able to store more gear. So, and that's about it for the mess deck and the berthing areas.
Hello, I'm DC 3 Benjamin Kale. I'm aboard Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. This is the DC shop where I work. We'll commonly have trainees down here working on, cadets working on basic hose handling skills, anything that pretty much relates to shipboard firefighting, which is a lot different than any other type of firefighting because there's a lot more variables involved. We'll teach them about de-smoking, dewatering, the PPE that's involved, personal protective equipment. And this is also where lots of our actual shop work, so my job gets done. We've got our welders over on this side of the shop, and then on the other side of the shop over here is where we'll just use our hand tools, do plumbing, fabricating, that sort of stuff. Anyways, that's my job. That's what we teach the trainees here. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your tour.
Hi, good morning. I'm MK1 Leonard.
And MK2 Sheffield.
And right now we're standing in the machine shop, also known as the ARC shop. We pretty much grab all our tools and resources from this space, and then we go out and work throughout the ship on auxiliary equipment. Through this door here, if you follow us, we're entering to the generator room.
So this is our generator room. Basically what these do is they supply power to the ship once we take it off electrical short tying. We have 2, so we can switch between one each day to keep the load off one or the other, or if we're running heavier equipment, we'll run them both at the same time.
This is where all the magic happens. Here we stand in the engine room. This is where the engineering of the watch mans the watch, monitoring the engine's systems, taking readings and whatnot. We also answer any calls and all bells from the bridge here.
Yes, this is our main. It is about 2 years old. It's an MTU, which stands for Motor Turbine Union. Its max is around 2,200 horsepower. We go about 12 knots at full speed.
And there you have it. That's our engine room, generator room, and auxiliary machine shop.
Compass check.
Compass check aye. Steering 270, checking 310.
Hi, I'm BM3 Perez, and this is my shipmate.
Seaman Howard, and here we have the helm where most of the ship's steering is done.
And this is where we navigate and train new cadets when they come on board.
We like to go different places. Sometimes we get to go cool places like Canada and Puerto Rico.
Hope you enjoy your tour. See you soon.
Hi, welcome to the Fantail. I'm Vincent Sosa. This is where we conduct our emergency aft steering, conduct celestial navigation. Inside in here, we call it the captain's coffin, which is just the mechanisms for aft steering. Thank you for visiting the Fantail.
Greetings, I'm Captain Michael Turner, the Commanding Officer of Coast Guard Bark Eagle. Welcome aboard. We hope that you've enjoyed your virtual tour so far. Right now we're in the aft part of the ship. I thought we'd take a moment to talk about the ship's history. Eagle was built at the Blumenvoss shipyard in Hamburg, Germany in 1936. She was one of 3 tall ships built by the German Navy during World War II. The first, Gorschwach, was built in 1933. Horst Vessel, which we're on, was built in 1936. And the Albert Leo Schlegiter was built in 1937. At the end of World War II, the United States took Horst Vessel as a war reparation and renamed her Eagle. Back here on this bulkhead, we commemorate every one of the cadet training cruises that Eagle has sailed beginning with 1946. We're going to take a walk back aft and talk a little bit more about Eagle's history.
Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm SK3 James Scott on the Coast Guard Cutter Bark Eagle, and the Eagle has had the honor and privilege of hosting many distinguished guests on board over the years. One of these distinguished visitors was renowned writer and journalist Alex Haley, author of The Ruth Saga. Alex Haley served 20 years in the Coast Guard from 1939 through 1959 and retired with the rank of Chief Petty Officer in the journalist rating. Chief Haley sailed on Eagle in 1972 and drafted some of the Ruth's manuscript on board. The Coast Guard is proud of our veterans and alumni and recognized Chief Haley in 1999 by naming a 283-foot cutter after him, sailing service today in Kodiak, Alaska. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your tour.
You're now in the flag cabin. The flag cabin has been redone over the years, but as we walk back aft, we still have some of the original construction in the actual cabin itself. So all of this tiger maple wood that you see on the bulkheads is the original from the ship's construction in 1936. A common question that we often get asked is, how did the Coast Guard wind up with the tall ship? And the answer is this coffee table. This coffee table was a gift from the King of Denmark and is a picture of the tall ship Denmark. Denmark was sailing around the world and in the summer of 1940 found itself in Jacksonville, Florida. With the outbreak of the war, the decision was made not to return to Europe, and instead Denmark stayed in the United States. Beginning in the winter of 1942, Coast Guard Academy cadets trained on board Denmark from 1942 through 1944. Commander McGowan, who was on staff at the Coast Guard Academy at the time, spent his summers training on board with the Danish and the cadets. In 1946, he was chosen to be Eagle's first commanding officer and was sent to Germany to refit that boat and then sail it back to the United States with a half Coast Guard, half German crew. As we move forward to the wardroom, we'll see a plaque commemorating that maiden voyage with the names of all of those sailors. As the crew sailed back from Germany, annotated by this point here, they ran into a hurricane after a port call in Bermuda. The ship made it to port safely in New York, but she was tattered and in pretty bad shape. Immediately upon arriving in New York, the German crew members were removed from the ship and sent back to Germany. Here in the wardroom, or the officers' mess, we have some photographs of Eagle, and one in particular I'd like to point out is this picture. That is Horst Vessel in Bremerhaven in 1946. That is how Commander McGowan found the ship. If you look closely in the background, you can see that Bremerhaven is completely destroyed by the Allied bombing campaign. So it really is amazing that the ship survived. The ship was pulled out and began repairs. And as mentioned, the crew consisted of a half U.S. Coast Guard and half German crew. Like any crew, over time, over the 6 months that it took to refit the ship and make her safe to sail back, the crews became very close. And it was a sad occasion upon returning in New York when the German crew was removed and sent immediately back. Commander McGowan captured this adventure in his memoir called The Skipper and the Eagle. On behalf of the entire crew of Eagle, we hope that you've enjoyed this virtual tour, and we look forward to having you back on board soon. Thank you.